Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another Devpro duel video. Next match, Cross Banlist Cup. So again, the third match here in the top 16. Two very big decks are paired up against each other. First we have Yata. Yata, one of my favorite decks because it's so nostalgic, pretty much Banlist deck with all of those banned cards, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity and so on. And against also one of my favorite decks in this game's history, which is Tengu Plant, Billy Break's decklist from all the way back in 2011. So let's take a look at the decklist first. Again, Chaos deck, Yata deck with Emperor, all the banned cards pretty much, Pot of Greed, Dark Hole, yeah, Dark Holes of course at the 2, but Delinquent Duel, Forceful Sentry, Harpy's Feather Duster, Heavy Storm, Painful Choice and so on. All of those banned cards is just too good, a lot of power plays. And then the second decklist we have, of course, Billy Break's Tengu Plant decklist. Pot of Avarice, still illegal. Trap Dash Shoot, the Solemn Brigade, Triple Reborn Tengu, Double Maxi, Double Veiler, very cool here for the decklist. And the Thunder Kings, a Triple Tour Guide, not to forget. So which deck has the advantage? I think Chaos. Chaos has the advantage with all of those banned cards. Harpy's Feather Duster, Raigeki, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, all of those banned cards are just so good. Saying, yeah, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, Imperial Order, all of those cards is just so powerful, activating something like a Raigeki, a Harpy's Feather Duster on the opponent. Yeah, and on top of that, the hand control of Chaos with Delinquent Duo, Forceful Sentry, Confiscation is again a very big advantage here for Chaos. Anyway, let's hop into the first game. Alright, the first duel. I think my opponent's get to start. Yeah, my opponent is starting off. My opponent is playing with Tengu Plants. I'm playing with the Chaos deck. It's just so nostalgic, so I decide not to play Tengu Plants, but I go for that Chaos Yata deck. So immediately, Painful Choice, one of the most broken spells here in the game. My opponent is kind of forced to pick Sinister Serpent. Otherwise, it's just sent to the grave and immediately set on my grave with Demok, with Jinzo, Anti-Appropriate, Light and Dark, just in case if I'm able to top deck into BLS or Emperor. Anyway, so thanks to Mystical Space Typhoon, I can pop my own Mirage of Nightmare, also one of the most broken spells in the game, so I don't need to discard 3 cards during my standby phase, I believe. I tried to go for a game, yeah, no reason not to go for a game because of a Jinzo, but yeah, Book of Moon saves his ass, so I take over the Tengus, so this is his last Tengu. Delinquent Duo, his last card in his hand, again not taking any risks, and also Snatch Steal, the Reaper. So Reaper is targeted by a card effect and eventually it's also destroyed. But again, if my opponent can establish a nice board, if he's able to top deck into something, I still have Tribe Infecting Virus with Sinister Serpent in my hand just in case. So normal summon Tribe. Yeah, that play of Levier into Utopia wasn't really a strong play if we can compare it against the Chaos deck. So I just use Tribe first, call a Warrior, Utopia is destroyed and I can flip over BLS and simply attack for game. So Chaos are leading 1-0. Yeah, now my opponent gets a start and wow, every time I played Plants, I never opened 1-for-1 Dandy. It's pretty much one of the best 2-card combos in the game here, especially here for the deck also. He has a few options ending with Spore, use Spore to banish the Dandelion, revive it with Levier, but I think here was the better option to indeed go for Glow-a-Bulb, leave the Sangan on board, and with Formula, Librarian and so on. So here I try to blow him back. We know his hand. I think I activated Confiscation, right? Discarded the BLS, so we know his hand, and I think the Veiler wasn't the card that we knew of, but yeah, I was pretty sure that if I activated Raigeki here, it would probably search out Veiler, but he searched out the Breed Dragon, so okay, I was like, let's try to go for Yata lock him, but he reveals the Veiler. Okay, all fine, he goes for Black Rose, Chain Call of the Haunted, so Sangan kinda makes up for the Black Rose play here. I think I lose my Imperial Order, but okay, that's also fine. I search out Shining Angel, which is the light target for that Emperor in my hand. So attack over one of his tokens and set the Mystical Space Typhoon. So I'm like, okay, I'm in a very decent position. There is the enemy controller, he top decked, I think, into a Spore, so level 1 tuner, he goes for Cataster. Cataster is not a big threat, but yeah, it's nothing to just it's not something to underestimate, right? So eventually set the Sinister Serpent, since I can just tribute it during my own turn, and if my opponent has a monster to attack over it, I can just get it back, right? So here, back in the day, this was a very dangerous situation, like have Chinzo, set Mirror Force, your opponent top decking into Snatch Steal, and I get blown away. He has Mind Control, Scrap Dragon, and that top decked Reborn Tengu. Wow, well, yeah, what can I say? It was just played well. Yeah, he played it out well. I lost this one. Yeah, he deserved to win this one. So, game number 3, very good match now. So anyway, I get to start immediately. Painful choice to fill up my grave. I also sent Graceful Charity from my deck to the grave to get it back with Magician of Fate. Yeah, he could have chosen not to attack with Thunder King, but in any case, I would have first normal summoned the Breaker. He has to, yeah, he of course had to Warning Breaker, so I would have just flipped Magician of Fate to get back the Graceful Charity. So it didn't really matter that much. There is a Chaos, banishing my D-Mok. Anyway, D-Mok already paid off, getting back that Graceful Charity, I believe. The Lincoln Duo, nothing to think about here. Pay 1000 life points, so he has to discard his hand. This 2-card Dandelion, not a big deal. Dark Hole. The Dark Hole is filled all of those power cards here, and normal summon Kaiku to prevent him from, yeah, possibly top deck the BLS and banish the T-King and the Dandelion. But here, and that's something I probably should have seen coming, the top deck Tour Guide into Leviair, into Thunder King, and now I'm actually in a very terrible position, because yeah, Thunder King makes Witch of the Black Forest useless, Mystical Space Typhoon and Heavy Storm also are useless, so Sinister Serpent here has to hold off the Thunder King. But again, it's just a matter of time that I top deck into one of my power cards, Snatch Steal, Monster Reborn, the list goes on, yeah, just to attack, or at least I get rid of the Thunder King, so my Witch of the Black Forest is kinda safe. Set the Heavy Storm as a bluff, he rips the Dark Hole, but yeah, my opponent does not have any cards, so I can get a search, and of course, 100% of the time you can just go for Yata Garasu. Yata deals damage, so now my opponent cannot draw a card during his next draw phase, as long Yata deals damage in the previous turn. So this is game over. It's going to take a while, so unless my opponent scoops here, it's going to take a few minutes by the time I have the game. Top deck into Premature Burial, and here I can just normal summon Tribe, use the effect, or at least attack, and use the effect of Ring of Destruction pre-errata during my own turn and deal the necessary burn damage to my opponent. So Yata Chaos deck win this one against the Tengu plant. Kinda expected that Yata would win, but yeah, again, wasn't definitely was a great match. So guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.